Let me first of all apologize to those that were awarded Grand Service Star of Rivers State, who are governors and former governors. I did tell you that this program will not last more than 2 hours. Unfortunately, instead of starting at 5, we started at after 8. So we are still within time. If we are judging from 8 o'clock. But frankly speaking, some of you are going back this night to continue your politicking of who will be speaker, who will be senior president. I can assure you, by the grace of God, everything will go well. Let me apologize, though, to those that have not been given their medals and their certificate. You know, it's part of the crisis. This small assignment to organize for a few people is difficult. But when you see them criticizing those who are the heads of affairs of the state, who are the heads of affairs of the country, just about 100 or something, it's difficult to sort out medals, not to sort out problems of human beings. How to construct road, how to do this, how to do that. You see the problem we are talking about? Small now, see where we are. So, you get your medals and you get your certificate mixed up. Mixed up. So let me apologize for that. Your medals and certificates are there, but mixed up. Instead of us giving you another person's certificate. So please, bear with us. Most painful part of it is my party, the deputy chairman of the party, the secretary of the party. Whether it's a calculated attempt to put me into trouble, where you see tomorrow the party will pass a resolution that has been suspended from the party. But they know I wouldn't deliberately do it. But I think those from the secretariat are plotting something against me. Please, I want to remain with them. My dear brothers and sisters, pursuant to Rivers State Honors and Awards Law 2017, we have conferred state honors on 194 nominees. 8 out of this number, including the governor-elect, Sir Similar Efubara, were conferred with the state's highest honor, the Grand Service Star of Rivers State, GSS-RS. Others were the governors of Kaduna, His Excellency Malam Nasser El-Rufai, the governor of Kebbi State, His Excellency Abubakar Atiku Bagudu, the governor of Jigawa State, Mohammed Badaro Abubakar, the governor of Imo State, His Excellency Hope Uzodinma, the former governor of Akwa Ibom State, His Excellency Godswill Obot Akpabio, the former governor of Ekiti State, His Excellency John Olukayode Fayemi, and the former governor of Zamfara State, Senator Abdulaziz Abubakar Yari. Also, 160 distinguished personalities, including my own lecturer, whom I'm well proud of, Professor Julius Ihomvere from Edo State, Senator Jariwe Agom Jariwe from Cross River State, my Lord Honorable Justice Kate Abere, former Chief Judge of Bayelsa State, were conferred with the Distinguished Service Stars of Rivers State. At the same time, 15 other citizens were awarded the Governor's Medal of Service. That is, my drivers, security, those who made it possible. When I'm not sleeping, they're not sleeping. So we also have to honor them for their own services. Since 2017, as a government, we believe Nigeria's unity, security, and prosperity, which are shared interests, which can be significantly advanced through building bonds of cooperation, friendships, and partnerships. Since 2017, we instituted the annual state awards. We have used this medium an opportunity to build bridges of friendship across the country and strengthen the bonds of national solidarity. In the last 4 years, not less than 22 serving and former governors from 21 states have received the most prestigious Grand Servicer awards and become veritable friends and partners of Rivers State. The 7 governors and former governors whom we have honored today belong to the country's highly intelligent, committed, and hardworking servant leaders who have distinguished themselves in public service with phenomenal performance records. Most of all, they are prominent power brokers among the governors of the All Progressive Congress, APC, who signed, undertook, and worked day and night to deliver our collective aspirations for a Southern president in the 2023 general elections at significant risk to their political life. Their lives, reputation, exploits, and achievements are like open books, so we all know who and what they are, what they stand for, and which interests they represent and project. They have proven to be leaders made for the times rather than the ones the times and circumstances accidentally produce. We honor and celebrate these fellow compatriots' inspirational achievements, exemplary leadership, profound service, love for the motherland, and contributions to national cohesion, democracy, equity, and justice. The second, third, and fourth categories of honorees cut across a broader spectrum of society, including the legislators, judicial officers, immediate past members of our cabinet, security details. Most of you have been recognized and honored for your commitment, service, and contributions to administration success and our state's progress. How do we quantify the man-hours our drivers and other aides have put into the service of our state? How do we measure the commitment and sacrifice of our security details who have remained on the front lines to keep us safe and secure? How do we appreciate the elders, party chieftains, friends, and associates who started this journey and have been in the trenches with me since 1999? Over the years, we have won victory after victory, chased the betrayers and buccaneers to distant lands, and overcame our political challenges with our trust, loyalty, and steadfastness. Because of you, Rivers State remains politically free, safe, and secure today. How do we appreciate our teachers who teach and co-parent our children for much of their childhood, and our medics who strive to keep us healthy and strong? How do we celebrate our government's extraordinary exploits and successes without mentioning the role, commitment, and contributions of the State House of Assembly, the judiciary, the cabinet, local government chairmen, and our special advisors? As the proverb goes, if you want to go fast, go alone. If you want to go far, go together. Together, we worked individually and collectively to achieve significant milestones in our efforts to build a new River State and advance our shared interests for a better and prosperous River State. All we have honored today are representatives of these critical social classes, institutions, and professions who went beyond the normal, ordinary, and usual to render better and more impactful services to our people with character, commitment, compassion, and courage. On behalf of the government and people of Rivers State, I congratulate all of you for the well-deserved honor. I also remind you of the responsibility that comes with such recognitions and implore you to continue to project Rivers State as a symbol of cohesion, tolerance, and accommodation. Fellow citizens, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, as you know, every beginning has an end. Every journey has its final destination. Nothing lasts forever. This is one of the laws of existence, and we can do nothing about it. On the 29th of May, 2023, I will hand over the reins of power to the new governor, having completed my 8 years maximum time allowed by the Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. Therefore, this is the last time I will have the privilege to address the good people of the River State as your governor. The opportunity to serve my state and people is the most treasured privilege of my political career. Indeed, it is a great honor and a tremendous experience I will cherish for the rest of my life. Let me thank the Almighty God for His grace and protection. I give Him all the glory for the achievements and successes of our government. In the last 8 years, I've worked with several leaders and extraordinary people to deliver the New Rivers vision, and to whom we are naturally and eternally indebted. Chief among them is my beautiful wife, Honorable Justice Amaechi from Wike, and our children and parents and family members for their support, understanding, and time to discharge my responsibilities to our state and people. I thank my Deputy Governor and Senator-elect, Her Excellency, Ipalebo Haribarigo, members of my cabinet and special advisors, my office staff and personal aides, my security details, and every member of our administration for their loyalty, dedication, and contributions to the success of our administration and progress of our state. I thank my leader and mentor, His Excellency Dr. Peter Odili, and his amiable wife, Her Excellency Justice Mary Odili, retired, for their support and solidarity from the beginning of my political career to now. I owe much of my political career and success to you both. May God continue to bless, protect, and keep you in good health as you continue your charitable service to God, our state, and humanity. My gratitude also goes to all our leaders and statesmen led by Chief Fedi Alabraba, who started and has been on this journey with me till now. I thank all of you for your support and solidarity and for standing behind me despite daunting challenges and temptations through the years. My special thanks also goes to all my friends from within and outside the state who are too numerous to mention here individually. However, permit me to mention Bello Adoke, Chito Adele, and all of them who stood by me through thick and thin, traditional rulers and the clergy, for your trust, support, and countless prayers for the success of our administration. Most of all, I remain eternally grateful to all of you, the good people of River State, men, women, and our vibrant youths, for believing in me. I thank everyone from the bottom of my heart for your trust, cooperation, and support through my political struggles and years of service as your governor. Fellow citizens, our 8-year journey started when you overwhelmingly voted for us and were sworn in on the 29th of May, 2015, as the 16th governor of Rivers State for 4 years. Our mandate was to clean the agent stables and lay the foundation for the accelerated progress of our state and people. We articulated and encapsulated this mandate in our mission and vision to build a new River State where the fruits of democracy will be delivered to the state and enjoyed by every part and everyone. After completing our first 4 years, you again found us worthy and renewed our mandate on the 29th of May, 2019, for another 4 years. It is now 8 years, and we have come to the point where we have to hand over the leadership baton to the next governor in the next 48 hours. As you all know, the beginning of our journey was rough and turbulent. The outgoing governor, Amaechi, was very hostile and rancorous. He initially struggled to prevent us from being sworn in by going to 3 different courts for restraining orders. When this failed, He challenged our electoral victory and had it nullified at the tribunal and the Court of Appeal. Our mandate was restored by the Supreme Court after nearly 1 year of legal battles. But all three senatorial seats, a sizable number of House of Representatives, and over a half of the State House of Assembly seats were nullified, leaving the state without representation at the national level and a functional State House of Assembly. Our candidates for these offices were later subjected to a series of tempestuous reruns before some managed to reclaim their mandates. Before then, my predecessor started laying social and economic landmines to cripple our administration even before takeoff. Midway into his tenure, he instigated a phantom crisis that shut down the State House of Assembly and allowed only his loyalists to sit in the government house whenever he wanted them. He then went after the jugular of the state judiciary and shut the courts for as long as possible. Until we came, Rivers State had no chief judge, as he blatantly ignored the recommendation of the National Judicial Council on the appointment of a substantive chief judge for the state. Having decimated the state governance institutions, he shifted his targets to the state treasury, including the statutory reserve funds, and emptied it with impunity. He sold our valued assets, realized from the gas turbine built by the government of South of the tune of $415 million US, and this was siphoned entirely out of the state treasury under 2 weeks. He embarked on some bogus projects he never intended to execute, but to serve as a conduit pipe to filter state resources for himself, political cronies, and business partners. The less than 1 kilometer monorail project, which cost the state 58 billion naira. The multi-story Caribbean White Hospital, which the state spent 39.9 million US without no foundation. The New River State University, the Greater Port Harcourt City, and M10 Road projects are some of the elephant projects he purportedly initiated but failed at foundation levels after expending billions of public funds. He piled up debts by stopping to pay contractors and salaries to civil servants and other categories of workers, including pensioners and sportsmen and women. He then dipped his hands, with all due respect to my friends who are here, into the state treasury to bankroll the APC then in 2015 for the 2015 general election, having selfishly defected from the party. I don't want to go more because I don't want my friends to be angry. So let them take this award and go very happily. Because if I go more now, I know about every fight. You tell Yari, Angama, Walai. Let's. But let me say this. After the election, he was infamously celebrated by the APC top echelon as the party's most significant sponsor. He was correspondingly rewarded with a ministerial appointment for his corrupt generosity with Rivers State public funds. On the 27th of May, 2015, in Obiwale Conference Center, 2 days to handover, he boasted during his birthday celebrations that our government was doomed to fail because we will not even have money to pay salaries or embark on development projects. I want to say today, I'm not owing any salary. As I'm leaving May, I have paid the salary of May. I'm not owing pensioner, I'm paying pensioner and gratuities every month. Don't talk about the project. Not one elephant project, not one. Not one elephant project. Nobody can take the place of God. When you boast that the present government coming cannot pay salary, not to talk about doing a project, but to the glory of God, we are past paying salary. We are past awarding contracts. Today, we commissioned one in Opopo Nkoro and flagged up a new one in Opopo Nkoro. So, nobody can be God. We have only one God, and it is Him that says who will succeed, who will not succeed, who will be and who will not be. Not one man has that power. I thank God that they are aware now that it is no longer the case. On Inauguration Day, he declined to hand over, denied us the use of the ceremonial state car. We borrowed vehicle from Dr. Olusegun Mimiko, the governor of Ondo State, to give us a ceremonial vehicle to do our ceremony. That is as bad as that. Car, state car. You denied somebody to be sworn in. We had to go to Ondo State to borrow vehicle. Please, anybody who sees Dr. Mimiko, thank him for us. Thank Olusegun Mimiko. I'm saying it because